Alex, disappointing defeat there to Stourport. How did you think the game went for you?
Yeah, disappointing result certainly. I said to the lads beforehand it'd be great to come out this weekend and come out today, with 12 points on the back of the fact that they've had 6 games in 15, 16 days. So it's a hard graft for certainly the majority of my team out there today. They played nearly in all 6 games. So difficult to swallow the result, but the manner in which we lost was okay. I can cope with that because the lads played very well, played some good stuff. We had the lion's share of possession. Yet again, we've sort of come unstuck to a pretty rubbish goal really, and the fact it was of our own making. It was a good finish by the lad, to be fair to him, but it was from our own making, and we've sort of pressed the self-destruct button a little bit for their goal, and that was disappointing. But the lads know that, and I've just said to them now, I'm pleased with what they've done in 6 games. Just disappointed that we're not come out with at least something from today's game, because I think we deserved at least a point. We just couldn't seem to get that final pass, that final shot away, and that's the disappointing thing, is not coming away with at least something from that.
Yeah, like you say, we had, it would have been nice if we'd had 12 points so far. We've got 9. That's a reasonable start to the season. I know, we lost on Wednesday, was it, to Hungerford 4-0, and then today was a little bit awkward. But on the whole, how do you think, how do you feel about the start of the season?
Very pleased. I say, going into today, I said to the lads, it's the problem you get with a game like today. It's 2 weeks till we look at a league table again with the FA Cup break. And I just said to the boys, I said, if we could get 12 points, that would be super. It's a great start. 9 points is great. I'm not displeased with 9 points. But what I also said to the boys was that we need to try and string together a range of results, and stringing together back-to-back games and back-to-back performances is difficult, especially when it's 2 games in 3 days. With the same starting 11 pretty much, at least 10 of the 11 started on Saturday. So to ask them to replicate that, it's hard work. But so on the whole today, disappointed, but stepping away in the bigger picture, 9 points for where we are now is good. I know the Hungerford one was possibly a bit of a blip, but going down to sort of 9 men for probably the last 20 minutes, and certainly 10 men for the lion's share of the game, that put that into perspective, and it's not too bad. Some good results against Polton. Certainly I know the lads were very unlucky at Bideford. A good scrappy result here against Taunton, and I asked the lads really to try and reproduce that today, and I knew today was going to be a bit scrappy, the way Stourport plays certainly. They're at the bottom end of the table. I was speaking to their manager beforehand, and they're desperate for the 3 points, like you would be if you've only got 1. And of course we've got 9, so we're a bit more chipper possibly. But I don't think we underestimated what we're up against today. It's just we didn't have that final cutting edge that was possibly needed on a day like today.
Carl Brown had a couple of chances he was unlucky with. Good news that he's staying with the club.
Yeah, very good. Spoke to Carl, so the first time I got a chance to speak to him was after Saturday's game. And he's staying with us. He's away on holiday this week, and I've known that since the start of the season, so we lose him for the FA Cup game. And he's got three games off then because of his ban anyway. But just nice to get that tied up before he has that sort of enforced break really. So yeah, that's pleasing. Just on the lookout now for like I say, another striker. I've got some irons in the fire that I'm going to be looking at in the next couple of days, possibly with getting somebody maybe for Saturday, if not maybe the Saturday afterwards. So yeah, it's pleasing because it's also, I'm at the point now where with the results we've had, it's nice because I'm getting sort of calls from people who want to possibly come back to the club or want to join the club. From they're seeing what we're doing as a group of players and a management staff already, so that's quite nice because obviously word's getting out that we're doing okay and we're playing some nice stuff, and yeah, it's just trying to keep on top of that so I can keep the lads focused, and like I say, a day like today maybe grab something out of it, and on another day we might come away with a point.
I can echo that about the style of the football. I've had a lot of people coming up to me and saying how much they're enjoying what the lads are trying to do and how they're trying to play, and the way we break teams down at times is quite nice. There was another lad as well today, Adam Macy. We saw a little bit in pre-season at left back, I believe. But he played on left side of midfield today. He's a young lad. He seemed to play well. He wasn't overawed by it. He was taking corners.
Really pleased for Adam. He's got great quality. And he's certainly one for the future, and he's one that I'm trying to keep an eye on and help him out. Again, he's at that age where I don't want to burn him out at all. I know he's got an important youth team game tomorrow night, and I spoke to the youth team manager yesterday saying I'd wanted to use him just to come on the bench really, but I was forced to play him with a slight knock to one of my lads, so it was just a case of he was thrown straight in at the deep end at about 2 o'clock today to say you're involved, go and enjoy yourself, and for a debut I thought the lad did ever so well.
He did really well,
Like I say, he's got great quality on the ball, he's got a good fighting spirit, and he's certainly one for the future. and hopefully one that we can sort of integrate further on through the season. And that's what we're looking at doing now. I mean, we're not a team that can go out and and buy and pay for lots of bits and bobs. It's about bringing those lads through from the youth team, the reserves, and strengthening what we've already got, which I think from what you've seen so far is pretty good. Similar to Saturday, really, you say about the style of play. It was a case, I spoke to the chairman after the game and he said, what did you say to him? I said, at half time, I said, just be patient. And it was similar today, we were in exactly the same position, 1-0 down, just wanted to be patient. It was just today, unlike Saturday, we couldn't quite break them down and get on the front foot.
Lee Smith keeps getting close with chances. I'm sure his chance is going to come, so I can have an interview. He said he'd give me an interview after the game when he does score, so I'm waiting for that.
I think that'll be feature length, to be fair, because we'll talk about the chances he might have missed. But
Absolutely.
Today, again, with the header from the corner, I thought he was in again. It's just that bit of luck, and of course, when somebody like Lee will beat himself up about the fact he's not scoring goals, but at least he's getting in the right positions. I'd be a lot more worried if he wasn't getting in the right positions. It's like strikers. I mean, I know Dave Mayhew at Gloucester says this all the time. If they weren't getting the chances, I'd be worried.
Yeah.
But at least we're getting the chances and we're at least getting bodies in the right areas. It was just today, it didn't quite fall for us.
And Lee Smith, he always impresses me. I can't believe how young the lad is, and he's always plays a mature game.
Yeah, with Lee, we're just trying to getting him to pass the ball and getting him to be at the middle of things. I mean, him and Michael Jackson and Lee Davis, they're all of that sort of style. And John Finnegan, when he's fit, they all want to get on the ball and want to play, and that's what I'm trying to get into them, is that I want them to be the engine room, but also the ones who are making us tick. I mean, Jacko on Saturday, for example, was outstanding. The miles he put in and the finish he got, it's nice to see him score again, and that just shows where he is mentally with the game and the fact he's enjoying it. For Lee, it's just going to come. I think it'll be a time when the goal does go in, it's going to be it's going to be well worth the wait, I would think. Yeah. But also just trying to get in with the little finer points of his game, making sure he doesn't dive in at wrong times. He picked up a little bit of a needless booking again today, and it's just those bits. I want him to be competitive, but it's just one of those where he's got to learn the right time to do it and possibly the right time not to.
Absolutely. One last question. The FA Cup is coming Saturday.
Yeah.
We've got Wells City at home.
Yeah.
Are you looking for a run in the FA Cup?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I think every manager at this level does. It's great for the club. The financial side of things is probably the bigger bit. You get a little run, it's the prize money that comes with it, and the exposure, probably locally and nationally, really is the bit that makes a difference. But Saturday's going to be a very, very difficult game for us. I've already said to the boys in there now, we've got to regroup now, giving them a couple of days off, see them on Thursday to run through some bits and bobs, just to make sure that we're mentally right for that. Because for a team like Wales, and I've been there so many times in the past as a player, where you're the favourites to win the game and you come unstuck. I remember being at Gloucester when we played Shortwood, and it was almost a surefire passage through, and we got undone there because there were too many people not ready for the game and mentally not right. So if we underestimate them, we'll be at our peril, I think. So it's just a case of getting the boys right and taking the positives out of the last 6 games, because to have 9 points out of 6 games is okay, and we've put in some very good performances so far. So if we can do that and pass it like we know we can, I think Saturday will be a good result for us if we can get through. And again, there's a big tie waiting for us, on the back end of that. So it's a good carrot to dangle for the lads to go to Chippenham, I think, who it is next round. But also it's going to be a very difficult game, so I'm not under any illusions it's not going to be hard.
Thank you very much, Alex.
No problem. Thank you.